finally, after 2 years almost on the carnivore diet, this finally happened. I'm super pumped about this. First, I would like to say, most of you guys know my journey has been full of bumps, bruises, hiccups. Some of them wasn't my fault. Some of them was definitely my fault. I've made tons of mistakes. I've been off plan for months at a time. I've been off plan for weeks at a time. I've caved in to the old, because I'll be honest, guys, raise your hand, Kip, if you're a sugar and a carb addict. Yes, I am. And I'm working my way through it. It's a long journey. It's a long process. There's a ton of people that say that just eat meat, salt, and it just happens. And it does for some people. But some of us, we have to struggle and grit our teeth and find our way through and maybe add some seasonings to make it a little more fun for us, to keep us on track living this carnivore lifestyle. But guys, guess what finally happened? And I am so honored. Dr. Suresh reached out to me and asked me to do an interview. And he hasn't released it yet. He should be releasing it within the next week or two on his YouTube channel. I'll put a link to Dr. Suresh's YouTube channel in the description of this video. Go check out his channel if you haven't. But he's a doctor, he's a physician, but he is also a huge promoter of this carnivore lifestyle, because once he tried carnivore, he's learned for himself how beneficial it is. And just like a lot of us have, you guys in the comments, you know that carnivore works. It's about trying your best to stick with it. That's the thing, consistency, which I struggle with. I'll be honest. I've had things come up at different times and derail me big time. And that's something that I'm still continuing to try to work with. But to have someone like him, because, okay, I have spoken to multiple, well, I've only, doctor-wise, I've talked to Dr. Kiltz and I've talked to Dr. Chafee, but it was mainly because we were having a live stream and they ended up popping in or something like that for our live streams. But I've never one-on-one did anything with just them. And to have a doctor after all this time reach out to me, that meant a lot. I've done interviews with a lot of other people that have reached out to me in the carnivore community, and I've loved it. But it was just so cool to see a doctor. And some of the things he said during our interview really impacted me. I don't want to spoil the whole interview, but there were things that he said that really touched my heart, because there's been times that I have felt like a failure. There have been times that I felt like I'm the worst carnivore there is. Why do I even make videos? Because I go off plan and this happens and that happens, and I beat myself up. And I know that I shouldn't do that. I've got great people around me that tell me, Kip, you better stop doing that. And I'm working through it. There's things that have happened in my past that I've been trying to work on forgiving those things. There's things that have happened that I'm just trying to let go. And I was talking to a friend the other day talking about how 2025, I want it to be a year of just, renewing, cutting ties with old things. Just, it's a fresh start, And I'm just so thankful for the carnivore community. And I'm thankful that my message has been able to reach some people and help some people. My story, I don't have the greatest story. I'm just a regular dude turning on a camera in South Alabama. I ain't nothing fancy. I don't have notes. I don't have nothing. I just get on here and I talk to y'all because y'all mean the world to me. So that's what I'm doing right now. On a side note, I wanted to let some of y'all know that were concerned about my wife, Mackenzie, because like a week or two ago, she went hunting, first time over 10 years. The day after I killed my first deer. Well, it wasn't my first deer I ever killed in my life. It was the second deer in my life. The first deer I ever killed as an adult hunting. And, the first legal deer I had ever killed was literally about a week, 2 weeks ago. And my wife, she shot one the very next day, and she hadn't been hunting in years. And the deer was smaller than she thought. And so it was a $300 fine, which really was a bummer. And, and she felt terrible. She cried about it, all this other stuff. But she's in better spirits now, guys. She's doing a lot better. She's talking about going hunting with me again later this year. And because I don't want her to give up on this is something that I enjoy, and I know that she does. And this is something that I want for our family to be like a new thing that we do. Start a new tradition in my family of, hey, let's get in the woods together, enjoy God's creation, and get that peace and quiet. Man, when you're out there hunting, it is so peaceful. And then when that buck or that doe comes out or whatever, your heart just starts racing, and it's just an incredible feeling. It really connects you with our ancestors, because that's what they did. They hunted. I mean, they might have only had spears and all this other stuff. We've got better technology today, but it just, something about it brings you back to old times. And it's made me appreciate what our ancestors went through, because even with a rifle, hunting deer is hard. And I can't imagine how challenging it was for them. But yes, Mackenzie, she's doing a lot better. And thank you for you guys that were concerned about her. Also wanted to say, all of you guys, over Thanksgiving, I turned my camera off, didn't film, didn't nothing, because that was a time I just wanted to be with my family and enjoy watching football during that weekend and going to different events. I'm part of the Native American tribe here in South Alabama, and we had a big powwow, and I went to it, and my daughter had a blast. We took my daughter to the movie theater. She watched Moana. The week before, we were able to take her for the first time to Disney on Ice, and I could fit in the seats, guys, and comfortably. It wasn't the best feeling in the world, but I could comfortably fit in the seats, and that was a huge thing for me. If you've ever been so big you can't hardly fit in the seats, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And also, I've been super busy. That's another reason I hadn't got videos out recently. I'm going on a cruise tomorrow. So when you see this video, I might be already sailing, going on a cruise down in the Caribbean islands. Once a year, and this was something that my wife's family started doing maybe 5 or 6 years ago. They decided, hey, instead of buying everybody tons of Christmas gifts, let's do like a family trip, and they basically cover it. And so, of course, I help with like gas or things like that. But so this year, my wife's parents, they picked a cruise. That's what they picked. So we're going on a cruise this week, and it's going to be a blast to just get out there with my wife. I'm not bringing a camera. I am not bringing a camera. It is not YouTube. I just want time with my family. I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that peace and quiet and just connecting with my family. People do not realize the work that goes into sustaining a YouTube channel. It is so much work. It's very rewarding. I'm not going to say that it's not rewarding, because you meet these amazing people and you build great connections and friendships. I've met so many people in real life now, and I consider them friends. I'll go over to their house and hang out with them now. Shelly and Kelly down in Stapleton, they're like dear friends of mine now. And Janina and different people, I feel like I'm friends for life with them, because Carnivore has brought us together, and this community has brought us together. And of course, Sean, y'all hadn't seen him recently, the Intentional Carnivore. I feel like he's a brother for life. Larry and Cassie, I love them. Different people. There's a keto channel, James and Emily. Super sweet couple. Love them. And Carnivore has brought so many of us together, and I'm grateful for it. And so yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out that video whenever it releases with Dr. Suresh, and go to the description of this video. And if you like my videos, please hit the like button, please comment, please subscribe. That truly helps my channel out. And if you super love my videos, go buy me a coffee. I have that in the description of my videos, or you can check out my Amazon wish list. Love you guys. God bless.